Imagine living your life thinking you've got it all figured out, only to realize, too late, that the keys to happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace were always within reach. Lao Tzu, one of the most profound voices in Chinese philosophy, offers life lessons that, if learned early, can shape your path and save you from regret. Yet, most men come to understand these lessons far too late in life, when time has already slipped away. Lao Tzu once said, "Knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom." It sounds simple, right? But how many men spend their entire lives focused on understanding and conquering the external world, career, status, relationships, without ever truly understanding themselves? We are taught from a young age to seek validation through external achievements, to measure success by the opinions of others. But what happens when you achieve everything society told you to chase, only to find that deep inside, you still feel lost? This is where Lao Tzu's wisdom becomes invaluable. The earlier you begin to look inward, to understand your own desires, strengths, and limitations, the more grounded and purposeful your life will be. Knowing yourself means understanding what truly matters to you, and it means not being swayed by the endless noise of the world. Most men realize this only when they've spent decades living someone else's idea of success. They look back and see all the time wasted chasing goals that weren't even their own. Another one of Lao Tzu's teachings that men often learn too late is, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. We all dream big. We want the perfect career, the perfect relationship, the perfect life. But too often, men get stuck in the trap of overthinking, planning every detail of the journey before even taking the first step. There's a fear of failure, a fear of the unknown. So they delay, waiting for the right moment, the perfect plan. And in that waiting, time slips away. Lao Tzu teaches us the importance of action. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be a step. The sooner men understand this, the sooner they can start living the life they dream of, rather than waiting for the right time that may never come. There's a certain peace that comes with this understanding, knowing that progress is made one step at a time, and that the destination is not as important as the journey itself. Another lesson Lao Tzu shares is about the nature of control. He said, "By letting go, all things are done." This might be one of the hardest lessons for men to learn. We live in a world that teaches us to be in control of everything, our careers, our relationships, our futures. But Lao Tzu challenges that notion. He suggests that the more we try to control every aspect of our lives, the more we actually lose control. Think about how often you've held on too tightly to something, whether it was a job, a relationship, or even an idea of who you thought you were supposed to be, only to watch it slip away. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the process of life. It means understanding that not everything is within your control, and that sometimes the best thing you can do is to allow things to unfold naturally. This is a lesson most men learn only after years of stress, anxiety, and frustration, trying to force outcomes that were never theirs to control in the first place. But the peace that comes with learning to let go is life-changing. It frees you from the constant need to push, to struggle, and allows you to flow with the natural rhythm of life. Lao Tzu also speaks about the power of humility. He said, "He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough." In a world that constantly tells men they need more and more success, more money, more recognition, it's easy to fall into the trap of never being satisfied. We are conditioned to believe that no matter how much we have, it's never enough. So we chase after more, thinking that happiness is just one more achievement away. But Lao Tzu's wisdom reminds us that contentment doesn't come from external success. It comes from within, from recognizing that what we have right now is enough. This is a lesson many men only learn later in life, after they've spent years chasing after more, only to realize that the more they accumulate, the emptier they feel, True fulfillment comes not from having more, but from appreciating what you already have. The earlier you can embrace this truth, the richer your life will be. Lastly, Lao Tzu teaches about the nature of strength. He said, "Water is fluid, soft, and yielding. But water will wear away rock, which is rigid and cannot yield." In this, Lao Tzu offers a profound insight into the nature of true strength. We are taught that strength means being tough, unyielding, and invulnerable. But Lao Tzu challenges this idea. True strength, he suggests, is found in flexibility, in the ability to adapt and flow. Think about how water, over time, can carve through mountains. It's not through force or aggression, but through patience, persistence, and the ability to flow around obstacles. This is a lesson many men come to understand only after years of trying to force their way through life, believing that toughness and rigidity are the only ways to succeed. But Lao Tzu's wisdom shows us that there is immense power in being soft, in being flexible, in being able to adapt to the changes life throws at us. These are the lessons of Lao Tzu lessons that most men learn too late in life, but that have the power to transform their lives if understood early. To know yourself, to take the first step without fear, to let go of the need for control, to find contentment in what you have, and to embrace the strength of flexibility. These are the keys to a life well lived. But the question is, will you wait until it's too late to learn them? Or will you take them to heart now, before time slips away?